So today what I want to go over is I want to go over just what Go High Level is and some of the awesome features and why we choose it for our businesses, and why I think it would be beneficial for a lot of small business owners to utilize it. And I will be doing some more teachings on how to use it, how to use the different features, how to set things up in here. My focus is on small businesses, so I focus on how to do it simply and easily to get the results that you need for your business. So Go High Level is an all-in-one platform for both marketing, for social media management, for lead generation, for tracking your pipeline. So we use it for all of those things. And I'm just going to kind of show you some of the features and why it's such an awesome thing. So first off, we are here in the dashboard. This is a great place to track your sales. So you'll be able to see the different opportunities that you have. Okay, so if you have different pipelines, different ways for people to engage with you, or different kind of series of events that you track, you'll be able to see where people are at and what percentages you have here in your conversions. So you can set this up the way you want, the way that works for you, depending on your business. Obviously, this is a blank account so that you guys can't see actual client information, but you'll be able to set this up how you want. You'll also be able to see conversations. Conversations that are going to get pulled in here are going to be your phone calls, your text, and also social media. It's also going to be social media messages that come in from your linked accounts as well. Those will come in here so that you can make sure that everything is taken care of, everything is marked as read, everything is responded to, which we all know is really important, especially in business today, to make sure that you're responding to all your customers and you're keeping track of that communication. Here's the calendar. So the calendar, I love the calendar. I use Google, so I link it to my Google account. You can link it to Outlook or whatever you use. So I can see my Google Calendar in here as well as all of my appointments. And then I can also edit my appointments through here. So if there's anything that changes, a time changed or whatever, I can go in here and I can edit that from here. You are also able to set up calendars for people to book with you. So let's say you are booking appointments for your intake or for client consultations. You can have different calendars for them to book from. So for example, in one of our education businesses, we have a calendar if they're booking their initial orientation appointment, and then we have another calendar if they are booking their initial, like their first day of class with us. So you'll be able to have those different calendars. In another business of mine, I have a class calendar, so classes that I do on a regular basis, and then I also have like my one-on-one calendar. So if you're trying to contact me one-on-one, you're able to use a different calendar. So I love the calendar. You're able to create automations through with the calendar as well. So like if you want certain emails to go out, certain texts to go out, you want them put in a certain pipeline. Like, hey, if they book this appointment, they are no longer a new customer. Now they are, an active lead. You're able to do that through here as well, and link this to automations. You're also able to do different types of group pairings. So like I said, I do some classes, I do some one-on-ones. You can also do it where like, hey, if I have 4 people on my team that need to meet with this one client, if you're more of a high ticket item, you're able to do that as well and set that up in here. So we really do like the calendar. So we do have some new features in Go High Level, so knowledge base and the conversion AI. So these are newer. As we all know, with ChatGPT and just any AI, you're able to train it for what you need. So with this, you're able to create your own little bot and give it the information, give it the, maybe give it your, standard operating procedure, or give it your guidelines for your products, and it can answer some of those simple questions that people might have. So you're able to put that chatbot on your website, and that can actually conversate with your clients. You can also use that chatbot for things like answering texts or things like that. So this is going to be, so this is where we're going to see your knowledge base. Your knowledge base feed your AI and your chatbots information, and you can have different knowledge bases. So maybe you have a knowledge base that you want your website linked to so that it doesn't give like too much information and it still makes them go to you for that one-on-one. And then for existing clients, you have a chatbot that has a little bit more information in it. So if they have questions about their and they're already enrolled, they can have access to that chatbot that has access to more information because you've put more detailed information into that chatbot. So not everybody across the platform has to have access to the same information. So you have your voice AI agent. We're not going to go into that too much. But the good thing to know about ChatGPT is a lot of this stuff is new, okay? Because they are constantly innovating, and we like to see that they're innovating. We like to see that they're adding things, because that's important, because you're going to want to stay with this platform for a long period of time, which we've been with it for over 3 years now, and seeing the innovation that they've done is pretty impressive, and it's comforting because we know that we're going to be able to stay on the platform long term. So we're in settings. That's why we kind of got off there. So here in your contacts, okay. So here's what I love about contacts. I'm actually going to create a contact just so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. And okay, so this is one of the things that I absolutely love about Go High Level. It's that we can literally have everything in that we do with the client in one spot. So, for example, in one of the businesses that we have, there's communication with different people. There might be communication with the instructor, and then there also might be communication with our billing team. All of that communication is going to get put in one spot so that we know what's been said, as long as you're using the email that we have for them. It's actually going to bring all of that information in here so that we can see what's communication been had, what's been said, and we can track all that. We also can track when we've called them, when we've texted them through here. So all of that, like right here, is going to be showing emails, text messages, calls. If you want to record your calls, those calls will be here and you can actually play them. So everything is literally right here. We have feature, we have a task feature you can add with you throughout their time with engaging with your business. Documents, so if you have documents that you need to add, you can add those here. You can add payments here, and you can also add associations. So like for example, if you need to like link certain things for that client, you can do that here so that you kind of know, hey, these things are linked. You can email and you can text from here. Okay, I don't have text activated in this account, but you can also send text messages straight from here as well. And one of the things that I love is there's a number. I love these snippets because you can kind of save, just kind of like saving your email templates, and then you can just send them out to clients. We do that a lot because it saves a lot of time. You are also going to be able to adjust pretty much any of these categories. So I know for our education business, we need to add in, parents' name. We need to add in if they have any siblings because we want that whole family on one account. And so we're able to do that through here by adding in some variables. For another business, or like let's say you're in real estate, you might want to add in, where you met this person. You might want to add in like their ID number. So you can actually put all of that in here and customize what you're seeing here. You can see their opportunities, you can see what automations they're in, and you can have as many tags as you'd like, so that you can keep track of those clients and keep track of what's important to you so that you can segment them out later. And then you can also see if they have any do not disturb. So I really like this. I really like the way it shows up. I really like the way just everything is in one spot. It has made it so much easier for us. Opportunities are where you're going to see those pipelines, okay? So for example, here you have new lead, hot lead, new booking. You can change these however you want. I also like to link these to automations. So for example, let's say you have an email sequence that you want them to be entered into when they go from new lead to hot lead, or when they go from hot lead to booking. You can go ahead and create that in the automations tab and that automation will run as soon as you move them over. And you can move them through here, or you could also move them when you're actually in their contact. So you don't have to come out of their contact in order to maneuver them within these pipelines. And you can have multiple pipelines. So for example, maybe you have a pipeline for onboarding people, and then you have another pipeline for offboarding people. We have a pipeline, like I said, in the education business. We have a pipeline that like tracks where the students are in the program. So like when they move from one level to the next level, there's like an email sequence that goes out. There's might be review requests that go out and things of that nature, so that we are not missing those steps and we're not having to keep track of doing them all on our own. You might want to have something like an overdue payment sequence. So maybe, if you're doing something where you're collecting payments, you need to track that. You can do, okay, hey, once I put them in here, it's automatically gonna move after 7 days to say, hey, you're 7 days late. It's gonna send them their reminder, and then it's automatically gonna move to 14 days late, and then so on, so on. So you can have those types of sequences as well. You can collect payments. There is an AI agent. Go HighLevel is doing a lot with AI, which is important because AI is becoming a necessary tool of business. So if you're looking for something that actually has it all in one place, Go HighLevel is going to be a huge advantage for you, especially for the price that they're offering it. If you are a small or single business, it's $97 a month to have, 3 accounts. If you're, needing more accounts, you're needing, more access to different features, it's $297 a month, which honestly has saved us a ton of money because we've been able to, have different accounts that do different things for our businesses. And yeah, it saved us a ton of money when we actually switched over to Go HighLevel because of all the features and because of some of the things that we were able to eliminate by using Go HighLevel. For example, you'll see here with some of the marketing and social media. We had a social media planner that we were paying for, and we're also paying for some additional like automation features through another app. We're paying for our website hosting through another app, and all of that is going to be in here. You're going to be able to do all of that in house. So for the marketing, which is what a lot of people are using and coming for, you do have a social media planner. You are able to create beautiful emails that are very customized, which I think is important because I think showcasing your business in a positive light through email is important. And you're able to send those out automatically, or you're able to send those out as like newsletters and batches as well. Snippets, like I said, those are like plain text emails or text messages that you can kind of have to the side. So, for example, if you're in real estate, you might have okay, new client, listing appointments, things like that, so that like when you have people in that category, you can kind of group those all together, and those common text messages or common emails that you're going to send out to people, you can have those ready. You have a countdown timer. You could put this on the website in different places. So that's nice to have if you're doing events and things like that. And then you have trigger links. These are links that you can create so that when somebody clicks on them, it can trigger some kind of action, and you use that alongside the automations. So for example, if you have a link on your website and every time somebody clicks that, you want them to be sent an email because they clicked the link on your newsletter. You can make it a trigger link, and then if they click that link, then XYZ will happen based on the automation that you create. Affiliate manager. So you can have your own affiliates depending on your business. You can have affiliates that you are tracking and paying out and all that kind of stuff. So you can manage your own affiliate program through here. And then there's board ad manager. I'm not going to go through those right now because we can't go through everything because there is so much stuff. But one of the things I really want to go through are automations. The last CRM we used it for the automations. This platform is so much better with automations than the one we were previously using that it's like there's not even a comparison. There's so much that we're able to do with the automations, and I've been able to take a lot of the workload off of me and my team and automate it. So now all we have to do is go into those opportunities and move people over, and there's an automation. They're going to get the email, they're going to get it in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever it might be that we need to do to make sure that customer is having a good customer experience, including even dropping voicemails into their phone inbox. We're able to do that through these automations. We're able to also group them so that we know, like, we're not seeing like a whole long list of automations, because we do use a lot of them. And I'm going to be doing some classes, so go ahead and check my page to find more classes on how to do like automations and keep it simple and easy, because sometimes this platform can do so much that you can make it complicated. You can make a really complicated automation that has a lot of ins and outs, but you don't have to. Especially as a small business, you really truly do not have to make it super complicated. You can make it simple. And that's what I want to show you guys how to do. How to get the most bang for your buck without becoming like an expert in the platform. And that's a good thing. You don't have to. There's simple ways that we can make all of these things work together. I just like you guys to know that it is available to you. And then the sites, there's so many things you can do. Again, depending on what your business calls for, you can create your website, you can create funnels, you can create, quizzes and surveys and forms and all those kinds of things. And all of that is going to be in one place. So no, you don't need a new form builder. You have one already. You don't need a website builder, because when you get this platform, you have one already. You can create QR codes. So much that you can do just right here that you really don't have to go outside of it for much. You can create memberships. So if you if you are a membership-based business, you can do that here as well. Obviously, media storage, reputation manager is actually pretty cool, because you can link this to like your Yelp account and your Google page, and see like in your social media as well, and see what is the sentiment towards my business. Is there anything that people are not liking that I can improve on? How are they feeling about my business? Are they reviewing me? Am I actually getting the reviews that I expected? This is a great place to come just to see like, hey, how's my business doing online? And again, a lot of times this would be an additional charge that you would have to do. I'm going to go right back to marketing, because something else that sometimes you are paying extra for, if you're using the social media manager, your ad manager here as well, okay? So you can activate this, but again, remember, like, this would be something that you'd be paying for on a totally different site. But you can do that all right here. Now, most of the things that I showed you, this is really the only thing that I showed you, and some of the chatbot things that you would have to pay extra for, but pretty much everything else is included in that one price. The beautiful thing about this platform is that it really is not super expensive, even for the add-ons. Like, the add-ons are actually very reasonably priced. For example, I'm paying like $10 a month for my phone service, and then just paying for, when I go over like a certain lump sum, and for like the minutes and the actual text messages. But it's actually really, really, really reasonable. So we've been really happy with seeing that they don't overcharge for all the little things. So it's not like once you get in the platform, you're nickel and dime for everything. Yes, there are things that have an additional cost, but super reasonable, and actually oftentimes a lot less than what you would find on outside, because the phone system is way cheaper than what I found outside of Go High Level. And when I do it in Go High Level, it records it. It shows me who I texted, when I texted them. It comes in so I can track all of that. And so this is Go High Level. Okay, this is the Go High Level account that you'll see if you're using Go High Level for your small business. Check out some more of my classes, because I'm going to try and make it as simple as possible, taking you step by step, making it bite-sized, so that you can do just what you're looking to do for your business. If you are looking for help getting, started with all of this, you can also reach out to us if you're looking for someone to kind of do it for you. That can be a huge benefit, just to know that you're going to just get it up and running. But if you're a small business and you're on a budget, this is a platform that can combine a number of things in one spot and help you save time. And that is huge. And for us, not only has it helped us save time, but it's actually helped us do more and made it so that I can delegate more things to my assistant. So we're honestly just getting more done. We're providing a much better customer experience. because of this platform. So check it out. You can go ahead and use the link that I'm going to put below to go ahead and get a free trial. Free is nice to see if you like it. Get in, put some contacts in, see if you like it, see if it's working for you, and check out some of the videos where we're going to show you how to set things up. Again, I focus on doing things simply for your small business, and looking forward to seeing you guys again. Make sure you subscribe.